What if an ancient theological idea could actually give us a blueprint for modern human development? Today, we're diving into a really powerful framework that connects the absolute creative power of the divine with our own human spark to build, innovate, and create a better world. Let's get right into it. This is the big question, isn't it? We think of divine creation as this massive, absolute force, but then our own creativity feels so, well, human. It's a puzzle people have thought about for centuries. But what if there's a perspective that makes it all click into place? Something that's not just understandable, but actually actionable. So to get this, we have to start at the very, very beginning, with the foundation of all existence. It's this concept of absolute, pure, creative power, known as the divine command. Kun fayakun, be, and it is. Just think about those two words. They describe an incredible, almost incomprehensible power. When God wills something to exist, it just is. This isn't a process. There's no gradual building up. It's an instantaneous snap into reality, a kind of creation that works way beyond our rules of physics or time. And this isn't just a poetic idea. This verse from the Quran is one of several that really nails down this principle. It's not a metaphor for some long, drawn-out process. It's describing a direct, immediate, and totally effortless act of will. The intention and the existence happen at the exact same moment. Okay, but wait a minute. This is where it gets a little tricky, right? Because if divine creation is so instantaneous, why is our world so slow? Everything we see is governed by cause and effect, by gradual change, by processes. A seed grows into a tree, we develop over years. How do we square that with the absolute power of be? Well, the answer is in understanding that the divine will shows up in two really different ways. On one hand, yeah, you have these incredible rule-breaking miracles, what you might call instantaneous events, like the creation of Adam. But on the other hand, you have the rules themselves, the gradual, predictable systems, or sunan, that quietly govern everything, from how a plant grows to how a society changes over time. The key is, both are expressions of the very same divine will. So where do we, as humans, fit into all this? This next part is the real aha moment. It's the secret that connects God's absolute power to our own creative spark. And here it is. This is the whole key. The source material introduces this idea of divine permission. As the bridge, it's the concept that links the two sides together and unlocks the relationship between the creator and our own human creativity. This table just breaks it down perfectly. You see, God's creative command, kun, literally brings something out of nothing. But our gift, this divine permission, is different. We don't create from scratch. We innovate using what's already here. We discover the laws of physics, we arrange materials, we utilize the amazing systems that God already put in place. Our creativity happens inside of His creation. And, this isn't some brand new idea. The famous scholar Imam al-Ghazali said it so well centuries ago. He said our ability to do things isn't some independent power. It's actually the tool, the means, through which the divine custom, the systems of the universe, allows our actions and our inventions to come to life. All right, so we've got this really profound philosophical framework. Now let's talk about how this big idea becomes the actual blueprint for a modern, practical vision for human development. This whole way of thinking, it's not just an abstract concept. It is the philosophical backbone of a real-world initiative. It's called Our Vision, a platform that's all about sustainable human development. This is where that deep theory gets its hands dirty and meets real, tangible action. And the person behind this is Dr. Atef Makky Elkady. Now, what's really crucial to understand here is his background. He's not just a thinker. He's a director of strategic planning and a certified project management professional, a PMP. That is huge. It means this deep spiritual vision is grounded in a proven, structured, step-by-step methodology for actually getting things done. Okay, so how does this vision actually turn into a concrete plan? Well, it's laid out as a clear roadmap with 7 distinct but totally interconnected paths for growth, both for us as individuals and for society as a whole. And here's that roadmap. Just look at how holistic this is. It starts with our inner world, right? The spiritual, the cognitive, psychological, and intellectual. Then it builds a bridge from that inner development to outer action through the behavioral, the societal, and finally, the hands-on applied developmental path. It's a full system for building a better you, and through that, a better world. And what's the ultimate goal of this whole journey? It's to cultivate what the Source calls the successor human. This is someone who really gets their role. They're not a creator from nothing, but a responsible steward, a khalifa. Someone who innovates with creativity and with responsibility, working within the beautiful, complex systems that God has already designed. But this isn't just a roadmap for personal self-improvement. No, the ambition behind our vision scales up from one person to something truly global. Just take a second to let this mission statement sink in. We're not talking about small adjustments here. We're talking about a renaissance, a complete civilizational and cultural shift that starts with individuals and ripples out to change institutions and whole societies. And this simple, powerful slogan just captures the entire spirit of the project. It's a vision with deep, meaningful roots, starting in a real place, Aswan, but with this clear, unwavering ambition to reach and to benefit the entire world. And so we have to end with a question. For you, we've just walked through this incredible path, from understanding divine power to unlocking our own creative potential inside of it. So the final thought is this: how can each one of us step onto that path and become an active, creative part of this renaissance?